I want to send a special thank you to Adam and Alexandria. In the last video, I forgot to thank Calvin. I forgot to thank Calvin. Um, that was last week. Calvin, I want you to know I made sure I put your name in there. I appreciate your support. But Adam, Alexandra, Brandon, T. DeCavante, Linda, Ashley, Cheryl, and Amber. Thank you for the contributions to the channel. Because as you know, guys, I keep it 100 with you guys. I have to pay $50 a night at this hotel, or risk my dogs being put down by going to a shelter, and they can't come. And I'm supposed to start chemo and radiation, so I'm really in a financial crunch, and that's why they contributed to the channel the way they did. Um, but I want to thank Adam, Alexandra, Calvin, Brandon, TD Cavante, Linda, Ashley, Cheryl, and Amber. I appreciate y'all's support. Um, we're gonna be talking about they made a game out of you. The narcissist made a game out of you. Between the narcissists and they flying monkeys, that band of idiots, they had to laugh at your expense while they was running you through the gauntlet. But it ain't so funny no more, is it? They didn't expect this. But they getting a first-hand account of what it's not to play with a chosen one. Because it's not by happenstance that we just so happen to survive all of this they put us through. We actually did better. Now that we got our boundaries up, we know that everybody don't deserve time. Everybody don't deserve a seat at your table. And there's nothing worse than trying to please everyone and not pleasing yourself. Then that becomes a crutch in and of itself. You know what I mean? If you going out there trying to please everybody else, you're not worried about pleasing yourself. And that makes you an unhappy person. And nobody wants to walk around miserable. Narcissists want to walk around miserable and make everybody miserable. But that's why they're attracted to us, because we are the opposite in every fucking way. We really are. We really are. But we're going to be talking about this. Okay, we got enough people. I'm going to go ahead and get started. What's going on, Miss Choi? What's going on, Blinded by the Truth? Carla, what's going on? Evan McKeon, appreciate y'all being here. Don't forget to hit thumbs up on the video. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. But see, your family, or your family knows you. They know you. So if they do this kind of crazy backstabbing stuff to you, you're supposed to let it fly. Or at least that's their understanding. Because you can't change family and you don't go against the family. Yeah, you do if the family's fucked up. You know how many people, and now it's starting to make more sense to me. Because you know how celebrities always, when they get famous and stuff like that, they could pretty much change everything about themselves. Their location, their access. They don't tolerate what is beneath them. Because there's nothing worse to an artist than to be overexposed. Remember how people was in the Beanie Babies? Everybody wanted a Beanie Baby. Then it became saturated. Now Beanie Babies are worthless. They have no collectible value because they oversold the hell out of them. Once you get successful, those people that are around you, i.e. the family, figure they're supposed to always have access. So they can do whatever fuck shit they want to do, but you're supposed to stay there because they family. Oh no, you can still be my family, I just don't fuck with you. Well, I feed you with a long-handed spoon. And there's no need, and now Chosen Ones, we're getting it. We're getting it now that everybody don't deserve to be in your presence. You know what I'm saying? And especially with Chosen Ones trying to elevate, we trying to come up, and these people ain't going nowhere. They still treading around in the same murky water. And they comfortable being there. And they start getting mad anytime anybody elevates. See, it's that crabs in the bucket mentality. So when you get successful, you have to leave. You really got to go. because these people already don't like you. So if you get money, now you are even bigger target. So you got to make sure that you insulate yourself, because these people are ravenous wolves. That's what they are. So certain people in the family think they're supposed to still have access, but now they're getting checked at the gate. And then they get mad because you think you better than me. No, bitch, I didn't trust you when I was broke, so I'm damn sure not going to trust you when I'm rich. That's just simple math. If they were untrustworthy then, what the hell has changed but the amount of money in your bank account? The rules of engagement are different when you get older, when you get wiser, and when you've seen this type of stuff happen over and over again. And they family, so you done been around these people, you know their ins and outs the same way they try to know you. But they always want you to be the bigger person and forgive them for their folly and allow them back in. Oh, I can forgive what you did in the past, but you will no longer sit at the table with me. That's the way it is. It's not happening. And so when the game changes, you elevate. But these people sat and thought you were a game. All them times they was doing all that crazy stuff. You had a lot on your plate, and they were still coming to you with their problems because they know you could fix it. Because if anybody's got that Midas touch, you got it. That's what it comes down to, y'all. Very rarely do we meet people that really want to help us. We usually wind up helping other people. And we've gotten used to that dynamic. But with narcissists, they have no intention of ever doing right by you. That's the difference. Some people are in a situation where they can't help, but they really want to. That's understandable. Narcissists don't want to help. They want to be a problem and then turn around and give you attitude about helping them. Now tell me if that ain't arrogance. That's the kind of arrogance that God frowns upon. So a lot of times narcissists get in a whole world of hurt from the shit they've done. They brought it on themselves. And someone like a chosen one comes in and can make the bumpy road straight. Then they turn around and kick you back out of their life because they're on to the next person. But eventually, all chickens come home to roost. They got to come back to you because they need that Midas touch again. And you the one that got it. So they going to come back and say something sweet and kind and try to slide their little slimy selves back up in there. Get what they need. Take as much as they can before you get hit to their ass and put them back out in the street again. And this is a cycle they do. And then they always come back with, this is family. We family. Yeah. So I know you. I've known you for a long time. I know you ain't going to change. So let's agree to disagree. You go your way and I go mine. That's the way we look at it. So all these years that things have been going on, and it's usually when you got the narcissist, you got the flying monkeys. So in their own way, you've had situations where you had to deal with these people. So you know what they like. You know what they like. Nothing surprises you when it comes to certain people because you know they're capable of it. But they're the best person in the world and you don't seem to agree, and that's why they got a problem with you. The only difference is now, chosen ones, we just do not put up with it anymore. Once they go, stay gone. Stay gone. Stay gone. And don't come back trying to act like we friends. I don't know you. I don't know the real you, bitch. You don't know you. You see what I'm saying? Like, these people don't even know themselves. They don't even know themselves. And I know enough about you from my experiences that I don't want to rock with you. So I'm not going to force myself into a relationship where there is none. There's worse things in the world. And if they have hurt feelings, oh well. You can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs. I mean, really. So, but they figure they will keep playing you, and all they're going to use is that we family excuse. But do not allow it. Because see, the thing about narcissism is they just consume. They're greedy people. They're greedy people. Girls. They're greedy people. And I've noticed this. Okay, Sapphire. This is the thing I noticed. That, chill. In this situation, this living situation that I'm in, which is why those donations that came in were very helpful. Because I'm staying in a motel right now just so I can keep my dogs while I'm waiting for this next transition point and finish my chemo. Well, I looked at a lot of people in relationships, standing out front, watching people in passing, studying people. And in a lot of these relationships, there's always the one wild person. And then there's the one that's well reserved, got their head about them. And if I'm not mistaken, I mean, you can't really tell offset, but it looks like a lot of chosen ones with narcissism. One is doing everything they can to make it, and the other one is all over the place, detrimental to the relationship. And I've been noticing this. It's very interesting, guys. If you want to donate to the channel, guys, the Cash App is down below, $Anthony Young 1978 and Intuitive Anthony 1978. What's up, Laura? I appreciate the contributions too. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the thumbs up in this video, guys. But see, family thinks that they're supposed to have access to you. I'm sorry, when you show that you can't be trusted as an individual, do not be surprised when security has your photo. That's like being a celebrity and not expecting nobody to want an autograph. They go hand in hand. You see what I'm saying? You can't have one without the other. You take the good, you take the bad, you take both sides of it. And if I'm broke right now and I know that I can't trust you, there's no more to be said. So when that ship and that breakthrough does come in, you're gonna see even less of me than you see right now. Unless you happen to pass my billboard or something. And you think they stalking you now. But I guess getting used to this now is very, very important, because we get used to people talking about us, so that when God takes you to that breakthrough and that next level, it's going to be happening on a worldwide scale. You're going to have such thick skin that it ain't going to bother you, and it ain't going to get to you. So everything does work out for the greater good. It's just a hell of a road getting there. You got to demand respect from these people, because they're going to go as far as you let them go. They're going to go as far as you let them go. Like I said, they're greedy people by nature. They have a greedy heart. So they'll just keep taking and taking and taking and taking and taking. The world is full of takers and givers. And chosen ones are givers. You ever heard the saying, what look good to you ain't always good for you? That's what it means. You may like that person the way they look, but that's not somebody you need in your life. That's what it comes down to. And see, this is the thing with me. Luckily, I had my grandfather all those years, because I would sit in the den and talk to my grandfather. He was like 95. And I was like, you know what? I wonder what it must be like to live that long. You done seen some stuff. So I would just sit there and talk to him. And my granddaddy told me, he said, you the only one of these children that's going to turn out to be anything. So when you leave, run. They're going to call you and tell you something happened, come back. Don't come back. Go out there and do it. So that's what I did. That's what I'm still doing. But don't tie yourself to a person who takes, because it's never going to be enough. They can never satisfy that hunger. And they have no chance, no plans on changing. They'll get what they need to get done through you. It's like you being an assistant for someone and not getting paid for it. And sometimes when we in the relationship, we can't see it for what it is. It's like Princess and the Frog. The Shadow Man was like, I could do magic for other people, but I can't do nothing for myself. So sometimes when you're in these relationships, you can't see them for what they are until you step back. And once you step back, you get a more clear view that, you know what, this ain't working. And everybody comes to that at their own speed, so there's no one way fits all. But that's what it is. You got to demand respect from these people, because these are the kind of fuck around and find out people. That's what that term, that's exactly what that's about. These are fuck around and find out people. They keep fucking around until they find out. Somebody calls them on their shit. But they gonna go as far as you let them go. This is why they always hang themselves. Whatever situation they get into can get out of control really fast. Nothing but calamity follows. In one way or the other. Either the light bill, the rent, or this or that. It's always something. And they wouldn't have it any other way because they thrive in chaos. And all you want is a minute to relax. That's all you want. And then as you get older, you get tired. You get tired of seeing some of the same shit, people doing the same things, and nobody say boo. Oh, so everybody's gonna pretend like this elephant ain't in the room? That we not sitting here looking at an elephant in the room? And see, that's what sometimes gets me about British TV. Everybody in the room is dancing around the issue instead of saying what it is. Chosen ones are not like that. We got a problem, we look at it. Okay, now this is what we need to do. We get it done. That's why we such a blessing to these people, because narcissists are self-destructive. It's like a computer that's always fragmented. It's all over the place. And they try to sustain that for a very long time, but even narcissists get tired. And then they need somebody with a level head that can come in, reorganize, structure everything, get it going smooth just so they can fuck it up again. And while we doing all of that, we're forgetting our purpose. See, this is the thing. They just trying to run you ragged. Like, that's all it is. They running you ragged. Along with everything else you got going on in your life. You see what I'm saying? So everything you got going on in your life, they just add more to the fuel to the fire. And they enjoy it too. And they making us believe that they have any redeemable qualities. They have none. But we telling ourselves that's because we putting our empathy, our care on a person that has none. So that person is benefiting from the relationship. But once you see them for the loathsome, repugnant thing they are, all that stops. That's why they try to keep you on the hook. But now that I know that you ain't changing and you a waste of my time, and I don't have time to waste, they know that that's the moment they get cut off. Let the dead bury the dead and you move on. And even Jesus said a prophet is not received in his own house. So they ain't gonna see you. They ain't gonna see you at all. These are the kind of people that win the lottery and be broke the next damn day. Or the one man who let hit some woman he knew for a while over his accounts. She killed him and buried him in the driveway and drove her car over him every day while having access to all his accounts and bleeding him dry. And they'll sit right there did an interview on the spot where she buried him. That's that type of shit. So, as chosen ones, we have to be mindful of this. They've been conditioning us for a while to be the perfect little lapdog. And then you say no. And now you're calling it for what it is. And of course, you're going to be public enemy number one, but hell, you thrived on that on them disliking you anyway. Thank you so much, Yaya. This is what it is. You've been you've been living off that. You know they didn't like you from the jump. So what's changed? So then you just start telling the truth and saying what it is and what it ain't. And some people don't like that. But that's all they get. They get what they give. They get what they give. But they've been making, after all the years, coming in and out as yes, I do. Yahawashah. Yes, I do. But that's what it is. They come in and out, and they don't have any plan on being better. And while you fucking around with this narcissist, this waste of flesh, you could be out there doing something great. But that's the point, to keep you off your purpose. Because they know they ain't got enough strength in their body to stop you from getting there. But if they can slow you down, you might miss your opportunity. That's what it is. Because see, they know they're not going nowhere. And misery loves company. So they need somebody to chill with. And what would be better than to take somebody with a high potential, snatch them back, because you know you ain't going nowhere. And then the bad part is they smile in your face every day, know full fucking well what they're doing to you. That's the part of the wickedness and evil that you can't tolerate anymore. And once you see them for what they are, they done. And they know that. So they greedy people. They gotta get as much as they can get before they get found out. Before you start putting stuff in place. Like if you got rich, you would have to have a gate because everybody don't deserve access. And the only thing is now when they say you think you all that, no, I'm taking care of myself. And certain people are not in my best interest to be around. And I don't have to explain myself to nobody. As long as I can live with me, I'm cool. And the Father, that's it. That's it. That's it. Everyone else be damned. And now you at that point where you see it for what it is. And you've been sitting back all this time. You may have been going through this for a while and not realizing how in the hell does something like this happen. It's because you're supposed to change all of that. Like a lot of people will be pissed off with you and the family because you say certain things, but they know it's true. They know it's true. And whatever situation you are in with the narcissist, once you say no more, now you just become really, really attractive to them. It's like a car that you put a fresh coat of paint on it. They're like, ooh, you think you're strong. And they have to. They are spiritually assigned to you. That's why they never go no way. They never go no way. They are a tick on the ass of the world. Or in your world. They gonna follow you. They gonna always try to keep up with you. Because you know in your heart of hearts that this person you don't care about. You do not care about. Inside and out, they're horrible. Horrible. Through and through. So they're gonna keep showing up because that's your Joker to your Batman. Always gonna be somewhere around just waiting to fuck up shit again. That's what they do. That's who they are. Okay, guys, don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe, guys. If you're not a member, go ahead and subscribe, guys. If you want to contribute to the channel, I'd appreciate it. Once again, I want to thank Adam, Alexandra, Calvin from last week, Brandon, DeCavante, Linda, Ashley, Cheryl, and Amber. Thank you for contributing. This is why they always end up hanging themselves. This is why shit gets away from them constantly. Because they can't do right. They have no do right. That's a good catchphrase. They have no do right. That's a good catchphrase. They have no do right. They just can't get nothing done. They're barely functioning adults. Barely functioning with the emotional intelligence of a child. Somebody, you trying to come for me? You know, and you sit there and you get older and you watch these people, and I'm like, I'll be damned. They ain't evolved at all. They ain't evolved at all. That's the way it is, guys. And once you realize that your powers are better spent in the pursuit of something greater, you stop wasting your time with dodos. You know what I'm saying? Hey Joyce, how's it going? Appreciate you being here. You start feeling like your time could be better served somewhere else. And it's not funny because these people ain't trying to go nowhere. So you're gonna have to move around them. They space fillers. And you just gotta keep going with it. Once you determine that said person is a narcissist, you know that every objective that every plan or every future plan that they have is wicked. It may look good on the surface, like, oh, they're going to see them at the hospital. No. What she did was, you didn't see that? She went to the hospital, and you see that paper in her hand. That was the sign over. That was the sign over everything. While they were heavily medicated. See, it looks on the surface, narcissists are big about projecting a certain image to the world. They want you to see what they want you to see. It's like a magician. They want to misdirect you while they do something over here. And they think they the baddest in the world at it. But see, an empath, we read people. I got the energy. It's sour milk. The person face, got that. You know how people move. But every plan that they have is it's wicked all the way down. On the surface, it looks like they're doing something good, but they're not doing it for no reason that's good. And that's what we realize. What's going on, Mel? That's when we realize helping them is pushing effort in the wrong direction. Because they are a cancer in people's lives. They take, they consume, they're needy. They're garbage disposal. Just growling, growling, growling. And people want to get away from that, and they know that. That's why they keep cycling back. Because they know they're repulsive people. They know that. Now that you know it, things got to change. You got to do stock inventory of your life and say, okay, this person don't deserve a seat. I'm tired of dealing with that. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not doing this dinner party where Joe can't sit next to Larry because Larry needs to sit next. We're not doing all that. We're not doing all that. That energy can be on my purpose instead of dilly-dallying with foolishness. And see, that's what it is. They know they have no shot in hell of stopping you. But if they can slow you down. And the big narcissist made a deal with a demon. So that ass is on the line. That's why it's so important to them to be mixed up in shit. Especially when it comes to you. They got skin in the game. Uh-oh. So a lot of times you have your flying monkeys which just do the bidding of the main one. The main one that got skin in the game. So I understand that when you get to a certain point where you done learned enough lessons, you done seen it for what it is, it ain't going nowhere. You put boundaries in place. They can't come, they can't call. They show up, the door gets slammed, police getting called. That's it. You know what I mean? You're not dealing with that foolishness. And that whole we family ordeal, that's horse shit. We family. So you know exactly what I will and won't tolerate. You're done. You're done. You're done. And the fact that you consistently try means you don't respect that. And I don't have time to be dealing with you when I got the world to deal with. See, but they made you a game. They made a game out of it. They were having fun putting you through it back and forth and back and forth. Now it ain't funny because the game is over. The game is over. And somebody got to pay the piper. Somebody got to pay the piper. So about all you got to do is hold out. Hold out. Because in enough time, this is no sprint, this is a marathon. In enough time, they're going to reveal themselves. And whatever they did is going to come and catch up with them. And what God did was remove you from their situation. Because when he comes in like a flood. He's going to overtake them. He's going to overtake them. That's why they're so adamant about getting back with you. Because you stave off the judgment. When you're there, the judgment goes because God protects his own. So by you removing yourself, they're in trouble now. They're in trouble. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Give a thumbs up to the video. I appreciate it, guys. They went through your life giving you as much hell as they could. Just for the sake of it. Not because it was required for the situation. Just to go the extra mile. They gave you hell. Only for them to turn around and get tossed in it. That's crazy, right? But to them, that's a good idea. That makes sense. That's not a stupid decision at all to them. They give you as much hell and slow you down, and then they get tossed into hell for their wickedness. And then they turn around. Now, this is the best part. Then they turn around and say they the victim. The unmitigated gall to create this storm for the sake of chaos. Have somebody come in and save you. Give that person your ass to kiss. Turn around and do it again. And then when the shit gets way past done, turn around and be the victim. You know what kind of pride and ego that is? And what happened to Satan? Wasn't pride the reason why he fell? And they don't see nothing wrong with that. See, morally at the core, the intentions of their heart is wicked. So everything that they are going to do or plan to do is wicked. We just ain't seen the angle that they're coming at it yet. But it's wicked. Because the motives of that heart is wicked all the time. What's up, Kimberly? And then this is the kicker, y'all. And this is the last thing I'm going to bring up. This was all a game, and they still lost. See what I mean by they born losers? You see what I'm saying? They win the war, but they lose the battle every time. 100% success rate on fucking something up. Now that's amazing. That's spectacular, actually. In the wrong way, but still spectacular. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It's crazy, y'all. All right, guys, this is Intuitive Anthony. They made a game out of you and still lost. Everything they do is gonna self-destruct. All you gotta do is hold out. But guys, I'll be back with more content. Stay posted to the channel, guys. I hope y'all have a good night. I'm gonna be tuning out. Guys. But just keep up with the channel. I'll be coming out with lives. Usually Tuesday, but I think I want to start doing Mondays now. Because Mondays has a real good night. It's a real good night. So Monday at 6 o'clock. Yeah. Monday at 6 o'clock, guys. I'm changing it to Mondays because Mondays, a lot of people are home. Yeah, mail Monday. So it'll be Monday night, 6 o'clock, guys. But until I talk to you again, guys, if you like it, I love it. But these narcs out here cold-blooded, y'all stay safe. Peace.